Welcome back to the Rustic Planters. Today, we're diving into the timeless charm of small rustic French garden spaces, complete with cottage-style borders, weathered benches, and those romantic gravel paths we all dream of. Whether you're in a countryside cottage or a city backyard, these ideas will bring a touch of Provence to your garden. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave a comment below. We love hearing your thoughts and ideas, and it really helps the channel grow. Now, pour yourself a cup of tea, find a cozy seat, and let's wander through the dreamy world of rustic French garden spaces together. At the heart of every rustic French garden is a sense of effortless beauty. These spaces feel lived in, personal, and aged to perfection. Nothing is too polished. It's all about character and charm. You'll often find a mix of lavender, rosemary, thyme, and roses tucked among irregular stone borders and gravel paths that crunch beneath your feet. This isn't just a garden, it's an experience. It invites you to slow down, take a deep breath, and enjoy the peaceful elegance of nature. A good layout is the secret ingredient to making a small garden feel expansive. In rustic French gardens, paths often curve gently and lead the eye through layers of planting and textures. Try designing your space with zones, a seating area here, a herb patch there, and maybe a small water feature tucked into a corner. This makes your space feel both functional and romantic. The key is balance, not symmetry. Let your garden feel organic, as if it grew that way on its own, but with your gentle guidance. Nothing says rustic French like a crunchy gravel path winding through lush greenery. It's practical, low maintenance, and adds wonderful texture and sound underfoot. Choose light-colored gravel, like pale beige or soft gray, to reflect sunlight and brighten the space. It also contrasts beautifully with green foliage. You can border your path with aged bricks, cobbles, or even thrifted stone to really capture that old-world feel. In small rustic gardens, the borders steal the show. Think overflowing beds filled with wildflowers, herbs, and romantic perennials like hollyhocks, foxgloves, and delphiniums. Let your plants spill over the edges of the path or wall. Perfection isn't the goal here. It's all about that carefree charm. Mix in some silver foliage plants like lamb's ear or artemisia to break up the color and add visual interest. A weathered bench instantly adds a sense of story and age to your garden. It invites visitors, or you, to stop and stay a while. Look for reclaimed wood, ironwork, or even concrete benches softened by moss or age. The patina is what gives it charm. Place your bench in a shady nook under a tree, beside a lavender hedge, or overlooking your best flower bed. In small spaces, you've got to think vertically. Rustic French gardens often include wrought iron trellises, arched gates, and climbing roses to draw the eye upward. Consider using weathered wooden arbors or even vintage ladders for vertical interest. Let sweet peas or clematis do the climbing. These features give your garden structure while maintaining that romantic, old-world look. French rustic gardens love a good terracotta pot or galvanized metal bucket. These vessels are perfect for herbs, seasonal flowers, or even dwarf fruit trees. The weathered look adds instant authenticity, and they're easy to move around if you're constantly reinventing your garden corners. Group them in odd numbers for a natural look, and let some patina build up over time. Herbs like thyme, chamomile, and creeping oregano make excellent low-growing fillers between stepping stones or at the base of flower beds. They release delightful fragrance when stepped on and help keep the garden grounded in practicality. Very French. Plus, they're edible, drought-tolerant, and give your garden an old apothecary feel. Rustic French gardens aren't just for the daytime. Add warm string lights, lanterns, or solar stake lights to keep the space cozy after sunset. Soft lighting highlights textures and makes even a small garden feel magical. Focus on walkways and seating areas. Don't overdo it. Let the shadows play a role in the mystery and romance of the space. A grand fountain might be too much for a small space, but a stone bird bath, half-barrel fountain, or even a ceramic bowl with floating flowers can bring soothing water energy. The sound of trickling water adds to the peaceful ambience and invites birds and pollinators to visit. Choose aged or natural materials. Avoid anything too modern or polished to keep with the rustic theme. Rustic gardens thrive on character. Scour flea markets or antique shops for old watering cans, iron gates, lanterns, or ceramic jugs. These decorative elements can become focal points tucked between plants or displayed on a rustic shelf. Each vintage item adds a bit of story and helps your garden feel like it's evolved over decades. Even in the smallest spaces, try to create a sense of discovery. Add a winding path that leads to a tucked-away bench or secret reading spot. Use tall plants or trellis climbers to screen off corners and create a feeling of privacy and mystery. These hidden nooks encourage mindfulness and give your garden layers to explore. In a rustic French garden, layering is key. Use tall plants in the back, medium perennials in the middle, and low ground covers in the front to create depth. This approach draws the eye through the space and makes even a small garden feel more complex and full. Try mixing colors, leaf textures, and bloom times for a constantly evolving palette. A low stone wall, picket fence, or even a hedge of lavender can beautifully define your garden's edges while staying true to the rustic French style. Avoid anything too rigid or formal. Let things lean, chip, and weather a bit. That's where the charm lives. These boundaries create a cozy enclosure that makes your garden feel like its own private world. Rustic gardens are as practical as they are pretty. Consider incorporating a small vegetable patch, herb spiral, or cutting garden alongside your flowers. Use vintage baskets for harvesting and let climbing beans or peas grow up decorative structures. When beauty and usefulness come together, your garden becomes even more satisfying to care for. Let your garden evolve with the seasons. In spring, fill pots with tulips and daffodils. Summer brings roses and lavender. Autumn invites dried grasses and gourds. Even in winter, your rustic garden can shine with bare branches, textured bark, and evergreen herbs like sage and rosemary. These changes give your space rhythm and help you stay connected to nature all year long. And there you have it, your guide to creating a small rustic French garden space that's brimming with character, elegance, and charm. We hope this inspired you to start or continue your own garden journey. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love seeing your garden stories. Until next time, this is the Rustic Planters, reminding you to plant with love, decorate with soul, and enjoy every crunchy step down your gravel path.